Hi, welcome to Talking Beauty. We're talking to Anne-Marie Boyhan of the Sleep Care Company, and she's going to talk us through 3 ways to get a better night's beauty sleep. So, Anne-Marie, over to you.
Thanks, Sarah. There's nothing I like talking about more, but the first thing I recommend for getting a good night's beauty sleep is to invest in silk. So a silk pillowcase I would recommend. There are many out there. There's a beautiful Irish brand called the Silk Pillowcase, which we have on the Sleep Care Company, but there are numerous brands. The main thing is that it's a good quality silk, so at least 19 mom silk, 22 if possible. But the benefits for silk are amazing. For example, it's really good if it's hot, it regulates your temperature, it's hypoallergenic. If you've had a blow dry, it really helps keep it. It prevents breakages. So things like cotton can be worse for your sleep. So silk is a really good thing to sleep on. And of course, things like, silk scrunchies in your hair are better than your normal hair bands because the elastic and the lack of elastic and the silk against your hair. So all the top dermatologists in the world would recommend sleeping on silk, sleep experts, and of course the top hair people as well. So that would be the first thing.
So is it better for your skin to sleep on silk? Because it's better for your skin just in general?
Yeah, it's if you have invested in a beautiful night cream, it's going to help keep that on. So it has so many benefits. So it's one thing that I invested in after talking to Face Yoga by Agnes.
Yes.
Who's one of Ireland's top facialists, and she was saying she even has a special pillow that she has her silk pillowcase on. It's a specially shaped pillow, but when you do it, even the creasing, when sometimes you go to sleep or you have a nap and you wake up with this terrible crease on your face. So you don't have that with silk as well.
Okay, lovely. All right. And any other tips, any other things that we should do just to kind of, everyone's very anxious and kind of stressed, are there any other sort of quick things that you could do?
Yeah, the second thing I would recommend is to actually get your sleep. So there is nothing better in the world to have you looking amazing than getting a good night's sleep. So a good night's sleep, it basically is 7 to 8 hours sleep, but I wouldn't stress about that, because even stressing about getting that amount of sleep can prevent you from sleeping. So it's about more quality sleep. So I would really advocate setting an alarm for going to bed. So a lot of us might procrastinate, or we might watch Netflix, or go into the night and doom scroll on our phones. So if you set an alarm and say, okay, I'm going to be in bed by 11, it's easily done on your phone. And just set an alarm and give yourself an hour or half an hour to wind down before bed. So the main thing about having a set bedtime is your brain loves it. So and it gets into your body clock, and it gets used to that time. So your brain loves a routine. So going to bed at the same time and getting up at the same time is really, really good. So that's the first thing. No matter how many fabulous face creams and serums and night creams you invest in, it doesn't matter if you haven't had a good night's sleep. Your skin doesn't have a chance to repair. All that's going on underneath the rest and repair doesn't happen. So yourself, if you've had a really bad night's sleep, you can feel it, you can see it in your skin. Thank God for makeup, and concealer is all I can say. But even dark circles, all of that through lack of sleep. So the big thing is to get your beauty sleep. It's called beauty sleep for a reason. And try to go to bed at that time.
Brilliant. That's great, Anne-Marie.
And I suppose the final thing I would say would be to create a sleep ritual. So so the biggest thing is, I think with lockdown and a lot of the stress that we've been having around sleep was going straight from our work day into our sleep. So, or for example, I know people that I've dealt with, and they've gone from playing a football game, you know, an evening football game, and then jumping into bed, and then they can't sleep. But it's so you have to give yourself a wind down time and a buffer, as it were, to separate your day from your night. So for example, it's just separating your work from your sleep, and that is an hour. It's a half an hour to do something that you enjoy. So everyone is different. A sleep ritual for you could mean having a hot bath. For me, I don't like baths, so it might be lighting a candle. It might be, I have some nice diptyque candles. Nice. A diffuser as well is another way of creating scent in your room. I love the stone diffusers, and you can put some essential oils into them. For other people, it could be listening to podcasts. It could be doing some bedtime yoga stretches. It could be reading a book. So everyone is different, but it's just about finding the one or two things that really work for you and doing them. So set your alarm, give yourself that wind down time, and it will tell your body and your brain, okay, it's time for sleep. You can do some self-care at the same time, but it's not just about self-care. It is really about telling your body, okay, it's time for me to sleep, and allowing yourself to do that before bed.
Brilliant. That's great. Thanks so much, Anne-Marie. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.